It is time now for the Thanksgiving edition of the Muletrain News on this Wednesday, November the 27th, 2019, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Funeral service for Travis Nell, 78, of Lasbuddy, is scheduled for 11 o'clock this morning, Wednesday, November the 27th, at the First Baptist Church in Lasbuddy, with Radon Stanford officiating. Burial will follow in the Lasbuddy Cemetery. Travis died on Monday, November 25th, in his home in Lasbuddy. He was born February the 18th, 1941, in Seagraves to Lloyd Delbert and Mildred Louise Allen Nell. He married Janie Velasquez in Dimmitt on June the 14th, 1963. Travis served in the U.S. Army and farmed in the Lasbuddy community for many years. He is preceded in death by his daughter, Nancy Ann Luaris, his parents, and one sister, Debbie Sellers. Travis is survived by his wife, Janie, three sons, Larry Don Nell and his wife, Peggy Dell of Edmond, Oklahoma, Will Nell of Lubbock, and Robert William Nell of Odessa. His two daughters, Carolyn Scott and her husband, Lee of Lasbuddy, and Sandra Gonzalez and her husband, Noe of Wolfrith. His son-in-law, Victor Luaris of Clovis, his three sisters, Avis Smith of Spring Lake, Mary Elizabeth Ellard of Colorado Springs, and Jackie Sewell of Joshua, Texas. Two brothers survive him, L.D. Nell of Spring Hill, Louisiana, and Leonard Nell of Lubbock, Texas. 19 grandchildren and 18 great-grandchildren also survive him. This family suggests memorials be sent to the Lasbuddy EMS and Fire Department, P.O. Box 155, Lasbuddy, Texas 79053. Online condolences can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, funeral service for Travis Nell, 78, of Lasbuddy, is set for 11 o'clock this morning, Wednesday, November the 27th, at the First Baptist Church in Lasbuddy, with Radon Stanford officiating. Burial will follow in the Lasbuddy Cemetery. Please keep the family of Travis Nell on your prayer list today. Funeral service for Maria Silva Dello, 74, of Earth, was held this past Monday, November the 25th, in the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church here in Muleshoe, with Father Mercado officiating. Burial was in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Maria died Thursday, November the 21st, last week, in Amarillo. She was born April 11th, 1945, in Chihuahua, Mexico, to Alejandro and Paula Carrillo Silva. She married Refugio Dello in Chihuahua in February of 1963. Maria was a member of the St. Mary Magdalene Catholic Church in Earth. She is preceded in death by her parents, three sisters, Elvira Hernandez, Maria de la Paz, Angelita Campoya, and two brothers, Ramon Silva and Alejandro Silva. Maria is survived by her husband, Refugio, three sons, Jose Luis Dello and his wife, Esmeralda of Canyon, Refugio Dello of Earth, Manuel Dello of Canyon, Ricardo Dello of Bowie, Herman and his wife, Susanna of Seguin, and Reuben of Bowie, her daughter, Criselda Aldape, and her husband, Jose Luis of Muleshoe. She's survived by a sister, Josefina Jure of Mexico, her brother, Dulces Silva of Mexico. 21 grandchildren and 10 great-grandchildren also survived Maria. And repeating funeral services were held on Monday, November 25th, at the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church. Please keep the family of Maria Silva Dello on your prayer list today. Well, there's two great opportunities to serve during this holiday season available for you. And if you would like to ring the Salvation Army Christmas bells, they will begin Saturday after Thanksgiving, and they need some energetic and happy volunteers. Stop by and see Judy Kaufman at the Bailey County Office of the Aging, or you can call her at 806-272-3647. That's bell ringers needed now for the Salvation Army bell ringing Christmas campaign, which will begin Saturday after Thanksgiving. They also, Judy informs us that they desperately need volunteers to start immediately running the South Route on Tuesdays for the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels program. You'll be serving the residents of the Harmon Elliott Senior Apartments and those in that vicinity. They need someone to start January the 8th, also running the North Route on Wednesdays. Again, stop by the Bailey County Office of the Aging in the Bailey County Courthouse and speak with Judy Kaufman, or you can call her at 806-272-3647. Two great ways to volunteer and give back during this holiday season. Watch now as we take you to our U.S. Representative Jody Arrington as he recognized Muleshoe's own Butch Vandiver last week on the floor of the House of Representatives on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C.
Madam Speaker, I rise today in recognition of a dear friend and local leader in my district, former Bailey County Commissioner Floyd Butch Vandiver, who is currently battling cancer back home in Muleshoe, Texas. Butch is the epitome of a servant leader, and he personifies the spirit of West Texas through his honesty, humility, and hard work. Having operated the family farm for more than 35 years, Butch understands the trials of tilling the soil, the blessings of a bountiful harvest, and the faith and freedom it requires. During his 2 decades as Bailey County Commissioner, Butch served with excellence, always putting the interest of the people he served over himself. I first met Butch on a flight back to Lubbock. He was returning home from treatment at MD Anderson. Clearly fatigued from his fight against cancer, he never once complained. Instead, he encouraged me. Butch, you inspire me with your authenticity, your humility, and your unwavering faith. I want you to know we love you, and we're praying for you and your family. And we know you are in God's loving and capable hands. God bless, and go West Texas.
That was quite an honor and a thrill for him. And remember to keep Butch and Doris both on your prayer list today. Well deserved. Ava Mitchell is competing right now this week in a national competition. Recently, she was named the National American Miss Junior Teen for the state of Arkansas. Ava is the granddaughter of Royce and Sandy Turner of Muleshoe and the daughter of Steve Mitchell and Jill Turner Mitchell. Of course, Jill was raised here in Muleshoe and graduated from Muleshoe High School. She is 16 years old, Ava, and attends Bentonville West High School in Centerton, Arkansas. She is competing now all this week through Saturday in the national competition of the National American Miss competition in Anaheim, California, for the crowning of the National Junior Teen for the entire U.S. And good luck to Ava Mitchell, the granddaughter of Royce and Sandy Turner of Muleshoe, as she is in this national competition. If you want to see our interview we did with Ava, go back to our Meet Your Neighbor program from August the 2nd. Go to our website, muleshoetv.com, click on the latest videos tab, and scroll back to August 2nd, and you can see our interview that we did with Ava, and good luck to her. The Bright Lights of Muleshoe blog is now a book and written by Alice Lyles, as she has turned selected stories from her blog of the Bright Lights of Muleshoe into a book celebrating the history and eccentric characters that make Muleshoe special. The Bright Lights of Muleshoe has been recognized as a valuable source of historical information and was awarded shelf space in the Texas Tech University Southwest Collections Special Collections Library in Lubbock and the Texas State Library Archives in Austin, and as an example of good literature worth reading by the Texas Center for the Book in Austin. You can order a book. It's the perfect gift during this Christmas gift-giving season by calling Alice, 806-946-7569. Email her at alice_deserts@hotmail.com. Also, it's available on Amazon.com. That's over 200 full-color pictures and 50 stories celebrating the history and eccentric characters of Muleshoe, Texas. Again, call her, Alice Lyles, 806-946-7569 to order your copy, perfect for a Christmas gift. Advent prayers and devotions are going on beginning next week, Monday, December the 2nd through Friday, December the 13th, 10 a.m., every weekday at the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ right across from the new City Park. It's open to everyone. They're 10-minute daily devotional scripture readings and prayers led by Curtis Shelburne, designed to help us in this busy season prepare our hearts as we approach the wonderful celebration of Christ's birth. And again, Advent prayers and devotions are being held at 16th and D Church of Christ. It's 10 minutes every weekday morning, Monday, December the 2nd through Friday, December the 13th at 10 a.m. If you want more information, you can contact the church and Curtis, 806-272-4619. Make sure to go to the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. You can see our Meet Your Neighbor program, as on Monday afternoon, Joan Nick's Dillman kindergarten class performed their annual Thanksgiving play there in the Dillman cafeteria, and you can see it in its entirety on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, and on our 3 TVs there in the West Sunroom at Parkview Nursing Care Center, the community room at the Harmon Elliott Senior Center, or in the corner there at the Bailey County Senior Center, Main and Avenue D. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. This edition of the Muletrain is brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location, monitor and control dependent cardholder usage, receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions, and take action. Deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
Leal's is the best Mexican food I've ever eaten in my life, and I've been alive for 10 years now. Hi, I'm Isla Reynolds, and I enjoy the phenomenal bean burritos, rice and beans and chips, and seasoning salt. I've been around and eaten lots of Mexican food in 10 years, and Leal's is the best, for sure, with the original being located at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas since 1957.
The holiday shopping season with Thanksgiving and Christmas is here. And Tattered Tumbleweed, 1405 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas, is ready with tons of Christmas decorations, gift-giving ideas, and yummy holiday favorites like wassail and hot cocoa mixes. They will be closed on Thanksgiving and on Friday, November 28th and 29th, but then reopen for Small Business Saturday on November the 30th. So come by for some great sales and get your Christmas shopping season underway at Tattered Tumbleweed, 1405 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas, 806-272-MULE. St. Philip Neri Catholic Church in Pep will host their 74th annual Thanksgiving Festival tomorrow on Thanksgiving Day, November the 28th, Thursday at St. Philip Neri Parish Hall there in the Pep community just south east of town. They will be serving Pep's famous German sausage, turkey dressing, and all the trimmings from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. The country store will be filled with baked goods, crafts, sauerkraut, homemade bread, and festival T-shirts, and the children can enjoy the fish pond and grab bags full of surprises. All proceeds will from the event will benefit St. Philip Neri Catholic Church there in Pep. Adult plates are $12. Children 6 and under are $6. Cash or checks only. Takeout plates will be available until 2 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day and may be picked up at the Parish Hall for $12 each. For pre-orders of 10 or more carry-out plates, please call Dana at 806-786-1572 to order in advance. Of course, they'll have their famous German and breakfast sausage available for sale on Wednesday, November the 27th, 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. Sausage will also be on sale during the festival on Thanksgiving. If you want to find out more about sausage sales, call Fett Dimmel, 806-245-6557, or Dell at 806-933-4667. They'll have a raffle and much, much more. PEP is located in northwestern Hockley County. It's about a 20-25 minute drive south of Muleshoe. And again, their annual Thanksgiving Festival will be held on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, November the 28th, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. They'll be serving. It's $12 per plate, $6 for children 6 and under. It is time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy. First, a message from our sponsor. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard, where Christine K. or any of their helpful employees want to help you get rid of your weekly pill box. Find out how K&K Pharmacy can simplify your meds with the K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging Program, available now at 1411 West American Boulevard. Call them 806-272-7511. K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging, available now at K&K Pharmacy, where they can simplify your meds and get rid of your weekly pill box. Well, last week in our weather forecast, we mentioned that rain chances were ramping up there into the Thursday evening period of the day, and we received 33/100ths of an inch of rain last week on Thursday evening here at Channel 6 at the National Weather Service station here in Muleshoe. 2 miles south of town at the Muleshoe Mesonet site, they got 26/100ths of an inch of moisture there on Thursday evening. It was sort of a rain and sleet mix there at times as it got pretty cold, but didn't really get under the freezing mark of 32 degrees. Now looking at our forecast for today, yesterday it was quite a windy day as max wind gusts all over the area on the Mesonet stations got into the 50s and 60 mile per hour range, but it should calm down today somewhat as our northeast wind will be only between 5 and 10 miles per hour, becoming southeast later Wednesday afternoon to 10 to 15 miles per hour. A 20% chance of rain in the afternoon hours today, high around 41 degrees, so we'll be colder today on Wednesday. Wednesday night, rain and freezing rain before midnight, then freezing rain, possibly mixed with snow, low around 27, southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 90% Wednesday night, so be aware that might be some rough traveling conditions Wednesday night. Then on Thanksgiving Day, rain or freezing rain likely before noon, then a slight chance of rain. Cloudy, high near 43 degrees for Muleshoe. Southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 60%. So continue to be very cautious during the day on Thanksgiving, as rain or freezing rain is likely for the Muleshoe area still through the noon hour. Chance of precipitation is 60%. High only around 43 for Thanksgiving. Thursday night, a 40% chance of rain. Mostly cloudy, low around 36 degrees. South-southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Friday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy, high around 62, so much warmer. Breezy conditions for the day after Thanksgiving. South wind between 10 and 15 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour in the afternoon hours. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. Friday night, partly cloudy, low around 33, breezy with the west wind between 15 and 25 miles per hour Friday night. Saturday, sunny, high near 50, windy conditions again with the west wind between 20 and 25 miles per hour, increasing up to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. Wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour during the day on Saturday are possible. Mostly clear, low around 24 Saturday night, and calming down as far as the wind goes. Sunday, sunny, high near 50 degrees. Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 23. Sunny on Monday, high near 55. Monday night, mostly clear, low around 25. And that's our weather forecast for the next several days. So be very careful out there, as today on Wednesday will get colder, and then the rain and snow and freezing rain chances begin Wednesday night with a 90% chance of precipitation overnight, and that will run all the way through Thanksgiving Day at noon, and then another 40% chance of rain Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, a slight chance of rain on Friday at 20%, but it's going to get windy again Friday and through Saturday during the day. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. We will be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments. First, a message from our sponsors. Since 1925, AIM Bank is proud to be one of the largest locally owned and operated banks in West Texas. Our expert bankers have an in-depth understanding of the local economy, and we are proud to provide our customers with quick local loan decisions. At AIM Bank, we know that strong local partnerships are crucial for growth and success. Investing in you has been our focus from day one. We provide the latest in technology for your online and mobile banking with features like mobile check deposit. At AIM Bank, we care about your accounts as much as you do, so we pride ourselves on real personal attention because we are also your neighbor. We invite you to come in and experience the real personal attention AIM Bank has to offer. We want to know you because we live, work, and raise our families right here in Muleshoe too. AIM Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities we serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Help us welcome to Muleshoe Dr. Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke, DO, is now practicing full-time in the medical clinic of Muleshoe and is ready to see patients. For an appointment, call today, 806-272-7544. Dr. Burke was born in De Leon, Texas, and went through Corpus Christi and Lubbock on his path to Muleshoe for his undergraduate training. And then in the U.S. Navy, he was responsible for mobilization and security of the medical and chaplain team. Shawnee, Georgia for medical school, and then Jersey City, New Jersey for his medical internship and family practice residency. Welcome to Muleshoe, Dr. Burke. He's purchased a home here and ready to make Muleshoe home again. For an appointment, call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 806-272-7544. Help us welcome Kenneth Burke, DO, to Muleshoe. Well, there was an early release in the Muleshoe schools on Tuesday, and no school. They're out for their Thanksgiving break all Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the Muleshoe School District. The varsity and JV boys and girls basketball teams all played at Seagraves Tuesday afternoon. Don't have any of the scores from that, but those games. But according to Max Prep, the Mules varsity basketball team is 1-1 on the season so far. As last week they beat Olton 62-61. Monday they lost to Floydada 75-56. The Lady Mules varsity team is at 4-0 on the season as they beat Farwell 54-51, Olton 55-23, Smyre 55-8, and Health Center 71-24. So the Lady Mules off to a hot start on the 2019 season at 4-0. And sorry, we don't have any of the scores from yesterday at Seagraves. The next time the basketball will be in action will be Monday, December the 2nd. The freshman Mules will take on Tulia at 7:30 here at Muleshoe High School. Then on Tuesday, December the 3rd next week, JV girls and boys will be in action at 5 p.m. here in Muleshoe against Floydada. Varsity girls and boys will take on Floydada. 6:30 the girls at MHS, and then 8 o'clock the boys against Floydada. So good luck on those games. Thursday, December the 5th, varsity girls will be in participation at the Nazareth tournament, and then JV and varsity boys will be in the Denver City tournament. We'll quickly give you the rosters again for the two basketball teams. This is the Muleshoe Mules varsity roster for 2019-20. The head coach is Humberto Gonzalez. Derek Barone is a senior. Jacob Barone is a senior. Keelan Flores, also a senior. Carter McCamish is a senior. Eddie Vasquez, a senior. Sophomore Dylan Watkins. Braden Shipman is a junior, along with Victor Velasquez. Zach Hasley is a sophomore, and Christian Bustillos is a senior. The varsity girls Lady Mules roster their head coach is Kim Chafin. Grace Leal is number 3 and a junior. Jordan Zapata is number 5. Danielle Morin is number 10, both juniors. Genesis Vasquez is a sophomore and wears number 11. Anai Barrera is 14 and a junior. Kayla Soto is 22 and a sophomore, along with Kylie Villa, 23, and Natalie Ambrose, 24, all sophomores. Araceli Diaz is a freshman, wears number 30. Karina Sines is 32 and a junior. Anna Phillips is 40 and a senior. And Kylie Hernandez is 42 and a freshman. Good luck to the varsity Mules and Lady Mules. Well, a 2006 MHS grad and a really good basketball player while he was at Muleshoe High School is Arsenio Jeter, and he is the new girls varsity basketball coach at Abilene Cooper, and that is a great move up for Arsenio Jeter. And there's a great story that was written about him in the Abilene Reporter News that was published this past weekend by Joey D. Richards, and you can find a link and read the story in its entirety on our Twitter feed that we tweeted out this weekend. Also, you can find it on the Twitter link on the front left corner of our website, muleshoetv.com. If they do something wrong, I'm going to let them know about it, he said in the story. It's no longer a pat on the back and everything's okay. No, it's not okay if we messed up, but we're going to fix it and we're going to love each other. That's the different range of emotions you see every time. Kiana Kemp, a senior who scored a game-high 17 points in Thursday's win, loves the passion Jeter brings to the game. He actually coaches us and corrects us when we're on the court. She said he yells at us, but we fix it. Of course, there are times when Kemp thinks Jeter goes a little too far with his reactions on the sidelines. He's embarrassing sometimes, she said with a laugh. Jeter, a 2006 Muleshoe grad, is in his 9th year as a coach. He had coached boys in all but one of his 5 previous stops. After graduating from WT A&M in 2010, he got his first chance to work with girls at Brenham before going to San Angelo Central and Hondo. The latter was his first head coaching job. He was 45-28 in 2 seasons at Hondo, leading the Owls to a playoff both seasons before making the leap to Abilene Cooper. Jeter knows he's taking on a tough task at Cooper. The Lady Cougars haven't won a playoff game since 2000, and the program has struggled just to win games since winning a district title in 2007. It's not an easy process for a program that's 32-60 the past 3 years. Its best record is a 15-20 mark in the 2016-17 season in that span. So good luck to Arsenio Jeter, a Muleshoe native, a graduate from Muleshoe High School in the class of 2006, the new Abilene Cooper varsity girls basketball coach. He's already 6-3 on the season, and Monday night at Abilene High, they beat Abilene High 62-37. Well, the sponsor of the week at the Bailey County Senior Center is the Jerry Ruth Hart family. Carolyn Johnson writes, when I sat down with Jerry Ruth Hart to get his story, the first question was, Jerry, what made you want to contribute to our Sponsor of the Week program? His answer was, God has richly blessed our family. We wanted to share our blessings with others, and we could think of no better place to do it than the Senior Center. It's the people here at the center that has built this community and kept it going, and we just want to give back. He added, now that was a long speech for me, Carolyn, and if you know Jerry, you know he wasn't kidding. He's a man of few words, but I have learned that when he speaks them, you'd be wise to listen. I didn't know Jerry before coming to work at the Muleshoe Center, at the Senior Center. Carolyn's first encounter with him was when she was being interviewed for the director's job by the board here. I once made my living doing freelance writing. I learned the importance of jotting down in a journal notes or things I felt worth remembering. After my interview, I opened up my journal and made some comments about those sitting on the board that day, thinking they might come in handy if I was given a second interview. Here's what I wrote about Jerry. If ever I saw the elements of goodness in a man, they are in him, yet there's an odd boyish shyness about him. His face showed a ruggedness that comes with age, but there was in it a combination of gentleness and humor along with forcefulness and strength. Remember him. Jerry moved to Muleshoe in the middle of his freshman year in high school. His dad was a farmer, his mother a homemaker, and he had 3 brothers and 2 sisters. His family, especially his grandchildren, are his pride and joy. Jerry knows that this is his only chance to spend time with them on this earth. He plans trips and adventures with them so they can live as richly and happily as possible. Just this past summer, he took them on trips to New York City and Washington, D.C. He wants to show them the world, but in doing so, he wants to show them the importance of deepening the bonds of affection among them as a family. Jerry has served our country by being in the National Guard. He retired from working after a 40-year stint with Cargill in Fiona. Yes, you read that right. For 40 years, he worked for the same company. That in itself tells us a lot about the person he is. He loves old cars and owns a 1957 Pontiac. Actually, he owns 2. He and his grandson bought the second one, and they plan to work on it together. Jerry is an active member of the Fellowship of Christian Church in Sudan. The Ruth Hart family relies on God's love and to guide and direct them. They're blessed to have Jerry as a member of the Bailey County Senior Center Board. They're blessed by his family as well, and the Jerry Ruth Hart family is a sponsor of the week at the Bailey County Senior Center. Now, this morning at 9 on Wednesday, November 27th, they're having fitness fun. Then they're going to play Loteria at 1 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. They'll be closed on Thursday and Friday, November 28th and 29th, of course, for the Thanksgiving holiday, and they hope everyone has a blessed Thanksgiving from the Senior Center. The Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce has scheduled the Christmas parade on the evening of Saturday, December the 14th at 6:30 p.m. The Christmas tree lighting ceremony will be Thursday, December the 12th. At dark there at the at the chamber office next to the Mule Memorial. We spoke earlier with Betty Hutton, as we hadn't heard anything about the annual Trinity Christian Center Church's Christmas concert, and she informed us that they decided not to have it this year, and we will certainly miss it, but we know that is a whole bunch of work, and they've given lots of money over the years to the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels program, so fingers crossed, hopefully maybe it'll come back next year. But again, the annual Christmas concert at Trinity Christian Center will not be held this year. There will be a Christmas program on Thursday, December the 5th that everyone is invited to at Dillman Elementary. It's for their annual Christmas program put on by the music teacher there at Dillman, D.D. Smith. The first performance will be at 1:30 p.m. and then again at 6 p.m. at Dillman Elementary there at the cafeteria. Thursday, December the 5th, the annual Dillman Christmas program, and we will be there to film that. Well, on your prayer list today, remember Butch Vandiver and Maureen Hooten. Carolyn Johnson needs to be on your prayer list today. Remember, please, Jean Allison, Robert Black, Betty Noble, Ryan Markle as he had surgery on his ankle. Remember Mary Moore and Judy Lambert, who's been moved to a rehab facility from UMC. Remember, please, Pat Nichols and Don Williams needs to remain on your prayer list today. Remember Isaac Carriega. Remember those families that have recently lost a loved one, like the family of Travis Nell and the family of Maria Dello, the family of Gary Etheridge and Joe Angel Everett, James Leroy Thomas. Keep the family of Joe Harmon on your prayer list today. The family of Pat Clark needs to remain on your prayer list, please, along with the family of Nacho Martinez, Jimmy Webb, Daryl Kinmore, and the family of Esteban Orozco. Please keep these grieving families on your prayer list today, especially during this holiday season. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News programs and our archives of our Muletrain programs on our website, free of charge on demand, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. Entertainment at the Esquire. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They're owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
The Esquire Theater in Carthage has been reactivated and improved. It shows old movies.
The ones that do the best seem to be Elvis and John Wayne. We try to do at least 2 of each every year. For the most part, we show Gidget and Viva Las Vegas and McClintock and good old movies.
Cindy Deloney, Carthage Main Street manager, says during the summer, the Esquire shows matinees for kids.
And so we did Madeline and Charlotte's Web and How to Train Your Dragon.
Also in summertime, the Esquire sponsors a theater camp. This year it attracted 40 kids.
They do acting, costume and set design, and then there's a group that does our tech.
The Esquire was built in 1949 and showed movies until the 80s. A group called the Country Music Hayride owns the theater now and has entertainment on weekends.
The theater is open for movies on the 3rd Saturday every month. The 2nd Saturday is our Dusty Boots Band, and the 4th Saturday is our Southern Impact Band. And if there's a 5th Saturday, we have a really great gospel band that comes in. They're called Sold Out.
Cindy says a lot of folks who grew up in Carthage moved away to work, but came back home to Carthage after they retired. Some of them got involved with improving the town.
I asked at that time the building owner and the Hayride board if we could maybe just clean it up a little bit, put a Band-Aid on the lobby, and they said, sure. I live at Lake Merville, and I have a bunch of neighbors that are retired, and we had a dinner one night, and I asked the ladies if they would want to help. So it went from a Band-Aid to a full facelift, because they had husbands that were retired painters and carpenters, and they got them involved, and the renovations in the lobby were just, they're amazing. I mean, we completely redid the lobby and the bathrooms.
The square in Carthage has some interesting stores. A couple have soda fountains.
Well, one's a real soda fountain, the other one's ice creams.
And there's a fudge maker.
Recently, he brought back his bubblegum fudge.
Cindy Deloney of Carthage. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.